Hi guys. I think we're up now. Hello, my name's RetroGirl_2. I dressed up extra special. I'll set up for a second so you can see my little outfit. For today, we're playing Harvest Moon DS Cute. This is the girl version of Harvest Moon DS, which was the first Harvest Moon game for the DS. This was released in December of 2005. And yeah, we're gonna get started. Before I started, I have my console date and time set specifically for a certain manipulation here at the start. I'm gonna try to hit it. If I don't, we'll try again. But it starts with a hard reset. So I'm gonna reset now. And Desert, you should know when time starts, right? Okay. So I'm kind of listening and also watching to try to time this wrong. I'm really bad at this minute, but I'm gonna try. Basically, trying to set my starting seed, and I'll explain why a little bit later. Okay, so one thing we get to do in this version is pick our character. Doesn't matter how you answer these first few questions, but we're gonna make sure we pick the Wonderful Life character, or another Wonderful Life rather. Okay. Now we're just setting names to single digits. And we have a little bit of an intro here. I don't need this anymore. So the story here basically is that we're kind of a bad farmer. We're kind of lazy. Our mom has prayed to the harvest goddess to help us out, to make us less lazy. But she showed up, she took a look at us and decided, yeah, we're a lost cause. She can't do it. She gives up immediately. And this angers the Harvest King, who does not have a portrait for some reason, but he's very upset that she would do that. They get in a fight, they, trade insults, and the Harvest King ends up turning the goddess to stone. And the Sprites continue to antagonize the Harvest King. And he's going to banish all 101 of them and the Harvest Goddess. They're gone. So it's going to be up to us to bring them back. Here's the Witch Princess. She shows up to give us a letter from the Harvest King and basically saying that, yeah, we need to achieve our goals. We need to work hard and bring everybody back. It's our fault, basically, that they're gone. Right. So that's the Harvest Goddess. And in order to do that, we have to save 60 Harvest Sprites. That will bring her back. Okay, so I'm gonna start out by checking to see if I did get the manip. Oh no, I died, didn't I? I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna play through. I didn't get it anyway, so I don't have headphones in if they're trying to talk to me. Yeah. I don't know if I should play through or. I think we're back. Okay, so anyways, I didn't get the manip. So I reloaded this save that has it. I can tell by the generation of stuff in this field that. So we're gonna sleep for a bit. Basically what I want to do is, at the beginning of the game, is set my starting seed so that the 3 hidden water sprites, which are normally randomly placed throughout the town, are in set locations, so I know where they are. Okay, I need to save today because we need a little bit of weather luck. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened there, but hopefully it doesn't happen again. So now we're ready to get started. We got a little bit of a tutorial with Thomas here. Skip him. So he's just gonna basically, yeah, complain about his life and that he has to do the shipping for us. And Okay, so like I said, we're rescuing the Harvest Goddess. We have a whole lot of different things we're gonna do. So basically, every moment of the run is filled with you doing something that works towards getting a Sprite. I already can't talk. Okay, so Thomas is almost done here. And we can actually get started. All right. Oh, I forgot to mention. During the intro, we're actually given 3 harvest sprites. We don't get to see them be unlocked like we do in the boy version, but they are there. So our sprite count right now is at 3. I'm going to press A on this water pond for Karaf. He is our sprite number 4. Okay, now I'm going to equip a watering can and refill that 10 times. That unlocks another sprite. This is Misty. We're moving right along. Let's see. Now we're going to get those hidden water sprites. Like I said, we manipulated our starting seed so that we know kind of about where they are. I believe it's right about here. All right, here's our first one. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to reach out as best I can, but yeah, I gotta kind of focus at least for this beginning part because there's a lot of stuff I have to do all at once. Okay, so there's our harvest sprite leader. Now we'll go get another one. Oops, it's covered by grass though, so. Another hidden water sprite. And we have one more after this. But it's way over here and I gotta scroll all the way over. But I don't mind doing this because I have to do this at some point anyway. And there's another thing in my way. Okay. So that's our last hidden water sprite. Now we have to wait until the supermarket opens at 9. So I'm going to spend that time by continue to refill my watering can. This is going to increase our tool experience so we can eventually upgrade this tool. The fastest way to upgrade any tool is to actually use it in its proper way, and refilling it repeatedly does that for the watering can. Go a little bit further. I'm already really behind. Okay, but we can go inside now. Now, this is gonna happen pretty quick, hopefully. But I'm gonna do a quick purchase glitch with the supermarket here. Basically, I'm gonna buy an item, and then at the end of it, oh, I messed it up already. I didn't press. I double click, and that confuses the game. Basically, it's very hard to explain, but it's going to let me buy 99 of this grape juice, even though I don't have near enough money to do that. Okay, I did it. So now I have 100 grape juice. I'm gonna hold on to those for now. We're gonna ship them later, and that's gonna get us our starting money to get us off the ground. Okay. So now, today we can unlock the fishing rod. So we have to wait until just about noon to do that. So again, I'm going to spend more time leveling my watering can. I'm also in the process of doing this, raising or lowering my stamina and raising my fatigue. Because once we get our fishing rod, we're just gonna pass out by using a tool, and that saves us having to walk back home. So here I have the skull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more uses. So the next time we use a tool, we will pass out immediately. So we're gonna run down here. I'm a little bit behind, so I'm probably gonna miss him. Ideally, you would talk to in here before he goes inside, but we missed him. Okay, so we have to introduce ourselves to him to be able to trigger the cutscene. And now he's gonna give us a fishing rod. And again, this is just for eventually getting us a few sprites. All right, we got our fishing rod. I gotta leave and re-enter, and then I use the fishing rod once. I've passed out, and this will get us back home a little quicker. Okay, now we're gonna sleep for a while. If you're familiar with the boy version of this run, things have to be a little bit different because the misconnection glitch is not in this version. So we're going to go until spring 12th. Inventory management is also really, really important, especially here at the beginning. We need as many open inventory slots as we can. So unfortunately, Thomas is going to give us this dog ball that we have no use for. So I'm going to turn around and just toss that inside for now because I need the inventory spot. I'm going to ship those grape juice that we bought. It was about $10,000, and I got to collect a couple wild, oh my gosh, I can't find any. Grass. I'm gonna give these to Dr. Hardy over here because it's his birthday today. You get 5 times the normal friendship or affection with a villager if you gift them on their birthday. So we're gonna give him a couple grass, which he likes, and that's gonna put him above the 100 friend point threshold to unlock another sprite. Okay. So in the morning here, we're going to unlock one of the channel sprites. 100 friend points with Dr. Hardy. Or any villager works for that, but at least Nina lives in this game. Not the whole game, unfortunately. But she's alive right now. Yeah. So today is a very busy day. First of all, I'm going to toss my fishing rod into this pond here to unlock our first fishing team sprite. This is Riviera. This is a sprite number 10 already. The first 20 or so sprites go pretty quick, and then the 20 are pretty slow, and the final 20 are pretty fast. It's not until after you have a baby that she's with us. Okay, so again, I'm going to refill my watering can to level it a little bit. Until the supermarket opens because I want to buy an early rucksack upgrade. Like I said, inventory is like super important. And raising our fatigue is not a big deal today. Unfortunately, it's raining, so we're going to get fatigued really quickly, but we should be okay. My one game did kind of break after my baby started. Yeah, DS is definitely known to be a pretty unstable game. So yeah, weird things and crashes and freeze and save corruptions are unfortunately nothing new. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go inside and call the supermarket. we're gonna buy a rucksack upgrade. We're also gonna buy some turnip seeds here. One thing we need to do is buy one item from the supermarket on like 10 different days. Unfortunately, buying the rucksack doesn't count, so I decided to buy the seeds instead. I want that inventory space though, so I get rid of them. Let me see if there's maybe some food we can eat. Not really. So normally I would level a little bit more, but my fatigue is too high. Is there a noise? Sometimes I get weird noises and I don't know why that happens, so I'm sorry. It is raining, so maybe that's part of the noise. I don't know. Okay, so right now we're unlocking the Sprite Casino. We also unlock a Sprite here. This is Roller. Excuse me. So the casino is how we're gonna get quite a few Sprites because we can hire the teams to do work for us. This is also how we're gonna get our money because we can do the quick purchase glitch again to get a lot of casino medals and redeem those for things that we can sell for money. In the boy version, we do the same thing, but we opt to sell the accessories that we can buy to Van for our money. Unfortunately, that's not an option in this game, so we have to do it a little bit differently. We're just gonna fill our inventory up with relaxed tea leaves and sell those to him. Each stack of those sells for like between 110k and 160k, so that's gonna set us up money-wise for the rest of the run. And we need money for buying buildings and animals and all that kind of things we'll need. We're also gonna lose quite a bit of money because we do festivals in this version, and we pass out at those, and you lose half your money every time you do that. But I'll explain that more later. Okay, so I'm gonna save just to be safe, but I'm gonna do the quick purchase glitch again. And in the casino, it works a little bit different, where, dang, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Hang on, I gotta focus, and I can't talk and do these things at the same time. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll talk in a second, sorry. Okay, so I've set up the glitch. I'm going to use it to buy more than I can afford, and that's going to underflow my medal count to the max, 1 billion. Okay, so I need to read here, because, let's see, I'm going to buy the teleport stone, and then we're going to fill our inventory up. This is going to take a while. Yeah, so this is very helpful, and like I said, it would be nice if we could buy and sell accessories, but that's not an option. So we're just gonna fill up on these relaxed tea leaves and then go and sell them. Another thing I should mention with our plan to sell these to Van is there is a I don't know what you call it. It's not necessary. I guess it's a glitch or it's an oversight or something like that, where any items that you sell to Van show up on your shipped items list. Oops, I backed up. My bad. When that should not normally happen. Normally, only items you ship through your shipping bin show up on that list, but in this version, at least, they incorrectly show up if you had sold them through Van. So this is also going to help us get towards a few sprites that are like ship X number of items. And we're going to eventually get up to 10,000 items shipped in this run, and very few of those are going to actually get shipped through a shipping bin. Okay, so now we are full. We're going to leave here. We're going to come back soon. Oh, whoops, you know what? I am missing a stack because I didn't have a tool equipped, so I'm just gonna go back and buy that. But if my fingers want to work today, because like I said, money is kind of tight, so we gotta be careful. Okay, so before I leave, I'm gonna hire the fishing team to work for us. The fishing team catches fish, and that's going to help count towards if you catch X number of fish sprites. There's 3 of them. Okay. That's all right. Okay. I got a menu correctly today. Okay, so, and yeah, the fishing team catches fish at a rate of about 4 fish per day per sprite, and we only have 1 right now, so eventually they'll get up to the, I think we do 1,000 fish in this run. Okay, so I press A on this orange box here, and that unlocks Jet. We're gonna talk to him later for another sprite. Here with Van, I'm just going to sell all this relaxed tea leaves that I have. And like I said, they ship, or not ship, but he will pay between 110k and 160k, somewhere around there, for each of these stacks. I don't need that anymore. Okay. And let's do this whole screen. And like I said, this will count towards our shipped items. So that will count towards the sprites that are associated with that. But we won't unlock them until we actually ship something ourselves through the shipping bin. We've definitely shipped more than 1,000 items now, but we'll get the sprite for that next time we ship something. Okay. We're gonna buy a couple of things from Van before we leave. We're gonna buy some Turbo Droll XLs. They are drinks that lower your fatigue, and that comes in. Oops, that comes in handy when you're leveling tools. We'll buy like 50, and then we're gonna buy this Kappa hat. Also helps us lose less fatigue when leveling. I'm gonna drink one of these now because my fatigue is really high and I don't want to pass out. And we're gonna go back to the Sprite house. I have to scroll down my notes. Jet here, we're gonna buy 5 records, and that'll unlock another channel Sprite. Yep. We're also going to buy a few of these tickets that ship for 1 million. We're gonna do festivals and pass out at them. Like I said, every time you pass out, you lose half the money that you have. So we're kind of banking money by buying those right now. Okay. So later on, when we need them. And we are gonna go back up here to Roller Shop, buy a few more things that we need. We're gonna buy some seeds. We'll get sprites if we grow and ship 1 each of these 3 crops. I don't know what the word was. We're also gonna buy this cape because it'll unlock these gloves. We can't ship these, the miracle gloves and the God hand, but we can use them later on. They're pretty helpful. And now again, I'm gonna fill my inventory the rest of the way with relaxed tea leaves. So I never remember which one is which, but the miracle gloves and the God hand, one of them allows you to pick up an item like remotely. You'll see that later on. And the other one lets us ship whatever we like throw on the ground. So that's just like a tiny time saver optimization over shipping in the shipping bin. You just saves you the walk. That's all it does. But we can afford it, so we might as well. So these tea leaves I'm buying now, we're not going to sell to them. We're just going to ship those ourselves. Later today, we'll do a few, and then the rest of them later. Okay, so our inventory's full. So we're going to go home. And we're going to plant the spring crop, which is cabbage. We just need one of them. And we don't have to water it, so that's cool. And now, yeah, this one ships whatever's thrown. So I'm going to start shipping some of these tea leaves while I wait until 11 o'clock. And this is for shipping 1,000 items, which we've done more than that by now. That's fra. And like I said, we had to ship something to trigger the Sprite unlock. Oops. That does use a bit of stamina and fatigue to ship things, though. Oops, it's past 11. I'm not paying attention. I'm going to put this back in my inventory so we don't get a cutscene with Thomas again. So now we're going to have Gox here build us a duck pond, because it'll get us another fishing sprite. And I believe that was everything I had to do that day. Okay. So here we go. We're going to place the pond down close to where we planted that crop, just so we have easy access to water to refill. And then we're going to toss our fishing rod in this pond here for another fishing sprite. So now we have 3 fishing sprites that'll be working for us right now, so they're going to catch fish a little bit quicker. We'll just have to eventually catch a couple fish on our own to trigger them to unlock. Ooh. Okay. We're going to spend a few days just watering our cabbage while we wait for Gots to finish building the pond so that we can ask for another building. And that'll be the basic like loop right now, is we're just trying to get all of our buildings built, and then in the meantime we're going to be, oops, I don't have my necklace on. In the meantime, we're going to be doing some leveling, some other random tasks. Alright. So now he can go out. Gantz is done. He was done for a couple days, but I think there's a festival around here that interrupts us. But anyway. Now we're going to go mining. So we have to talk to Carter once so that we can unlock the mine. We're going to use this to get a few pieces of Maestro so that we can upgrade some tools later on. And we'll also need at least 1 black grass. This is in preparation for Thomas's Winter 2 request. Thomas has a list of 10 possible items he can request from us on Winter 2. And about, or exactly half of those are feasible to collect over the course of the run, and the other half we can't get, but we're just going to worry about what we can do. Men of Blackgrass is on that list. Okay, so there's the mine unlocked. Now we need to go down it, get to a low level where we can find some maestro. This is one of the bigger RNG points in the game too, because you can have a very kind mine, which this one is being so far, but I know that'll change, or very unforgiving mine, where you have a hard time finding the stairs, like I am having a hard time right now. There they are. The stairs are just like randomly placed anywhere. Okay. This mine has just 10 floors, so we're just going to go to the very bottom. Okay. Yeah, mining is mining is definitely a scary part sometimes, because you just never know. This one is not like awful. It's not amazing, but it's I'm gonna save just in case. This just marathon save to make sure that I get enough maestro generated. Okay, we get a little congratulations cutscene for reaching the bottom of this mine. And okay, so far this is not looking great. We're getting a lot of gold and not a lot of maestro. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Oh, come on, mine. Yeah, that's why I saved. Let's try that again. Because I need 4 maestro. It's been a long time since I've seen that happen. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But that's why I saved. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, see, that's how it's supposed to go. What am I doing? Okay, now we're just gonna collect a few random sprites around town. We're gonna try to walk out of the valley here, and Jackie is gonna unlock and stop us. And then we have a few sprites here. These are the casino dealers. We don't play the casino mini games anymore, fortunately. So we don't really see these guys, but they're very easy to unlock. Okay, there's another one. If we go over to this well. And today we're going to build another building, and we're going to spend the time while we're waiting doing a few things. Here's our last casino sprite. Okay. So let's go back home. I don't need all this grass, so I'm just going to eat it. And is this going to ship whatever's thrown? I'm going to ship these tea leaves. Oh my gosh. Fingers. I don't normally play in gloves either, so that's kind of messing me up. And we're going to level quite a few tools. So one of them is going to be the axe. I'm just going to get started on that today. The axe levels quicker by actually using it to chop logs. But the fastest way to do that is with the necklace. But you have to have the lumber shed built. Otherwise, it puts like the stump in your hand every time, or the piece of lumber in your hand every time. Um, and it's just a bit more annoying and time consuming, so we'll worry about that later. So yeah, we're gonna do a lot of this just like spamming a tool over and over again. Like all I'm doing is just mashing Y. But we're, like I said, we're also waiting until 11 when GOTS opens so that we can build stuff. We're waiting for the supermarket to open because we need to buy items from there every day or for 10 days. So it's not wasted time to just mash. All our free time is gonna go to good use. Alright, now we're gonna build the lumber shed. That will make leveling the axe easier. We're gonna build all of our buildings out of stone, if I can menu correctly. Yeah, ignore that translation error. So, yeah, we're gonna build out of stone because we don't have money to build out of golden lumber in this version. Okay, so we bought an item from her. We also bought the basket. That'll get us another sprite later on. Yeah. I don't know if that's there, but not supposed to happen. Okay. I'll water my cabbage and then tell him where I want the lumber shed. I'm just gonna plop it down in the top right. We kind of need to get to these later on, so I'll put them where I can get to them easy. Yeah, this is cute. Things are, yeah, very different than the VoIP version now. And it's a little bit slower, but, which was not always the case. But yeah, getting money, some of the glitches are a lot different. Definitely, yeah, big changes to strategies. You'll see that later on. Things are going to diverge a lot more as we go on. Okay. So our cabbage is almost done, just needs a few more days. Every day of rain is nice because that means we don't have to water. Now I'm going to use the necklace and the fishing rod together to try to catch a fish. This should unlock one of the fishing team sprites, theoretically. So this is Paige. They are our 20th sprite. That will trigger another sprite if I did everything correctly up to this point. This is Earth for having rescued 20 other sprites. Okay. Let's water again. Rain today is a little annoying because we need to go out to do stuff, but that's alright. I'm gonna use this basket here to ship something. That'll unlock a veggie, another sprite. And if we go up here, our cabbage should be done. I'm going to equip the miracle gloves and ship it right away. I have to make sure those are right gloves, because if you throw that away, it's a big problem. Okay, that's Kamar for shipping a cabbage. Now we're going to switch to the yellow gloves, and we're going to eat wild grass. There are 3 sprites associated with eating these wild grasses. So I equipped the God Hand. That lets us pick up items from this map screen here. And then I'm just going to press X to eat them right away. And it gets stuck in an animation loop. This is pretty satisfying part. I like this part. Okay, so this is anime for eating 30 wild grass. We're gonna keep going though. Let's go back. Like, get caught in like a loop where you're just seeing the same animation over and over again, because you're like replenishing a couple stamina and then losing a couple stamina all at the same time, over and over again. Oops, that's a weed. We can't eat that. Oops. And again, we're waiting till Guts opens. This is Powery for eating 80 grasses. We have one more at 150 grass, but we're not going to be able to do that today. I got about an hour more to waste, so I'm going to keep eating. Oops. Because once spring is over, all these wild grass are going to disappear, so we should take advantage of them while they're here. It's very hard to see some of these grasses when it's dark and rainy like it is. Whoops. Okay. Now it's 11. Oops. Okay, now we're going to have him build the stone shed. We need both the lumber shed and the stone shed to be able to hire the lumber team later on too. The lumber team is going to work for us, and they will eventually earn us 9 or 8 more sprites actually. So I'm going to buy a rucksack upgrade, and we're going to fill our inventory with something cheap here so that we can ship them and count towards those ship 10,000 items, sorry. Yeah, so like I said, the lumber team will break sticks and stones and large stumps and big rocks, and they'll trigger a few different sprites to unlock. Eventually we'll have to do some lumber chopping of our own to trigger those sprites to unlock, but that's pretty much passive. 9 or 8 sprites achieved passively, which is nice. It's the same kind of deal with the fishing team doing work for us too. That's 3 sprites without us really doing anything. Okay. Fortunately, this version does not have a nice item underflow, so this is the best way to ship a lot of items. Just buy something cheap and ship it. Okay, our inventory is full. we're gonna show him where we want the stone shed built. We'll just build it right next to the other shed. It does hurt to destroy any sticks and stones on that screen because all of them are eventually going to be important, but it's not worrying about it. We are done with spring, pretty much, so we're gonna move into summer. And in summer, we're kind of gonna do the same thing. Do some leveling while we wait for gods to open. We're gonna plant a pineapple and grow that for a sprite. This is I saved. Is it like bad? I don't know. I can turn this down or up or... okay. Well, I reloaded there because I didn't want to... the storm was going to throw off my route and I don't want to deal with that today, so... okay. Sometimes my mic does that and I haven't quite figured it out yet. Alright, so, oops, I missed. We're going to plant our pineapple. We're also going to go up here and collect a peach. That's another item for Thomas's winter request. So this is Ridge. I think he's for 3,000 items shipped. And I'm just gonna use these miracle gloves to ship all this stuff. Trying really hard to pay attention and not throw out an item that we need to keep. You see the way this pulls items from your inventory is a little weird. Doesn't pull them in the order you would expect. Okay. So now we're gonna unlock our horse. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the summer music because I'm not a big fan. So we got a horse now. The horse is not as useful in this version as they are in the boy version, unfortunately. But we do get one sprite by shipping something through their saddlebag. So let's go do that really quick. I'll just ship one of these, doesn't matter what. Oh, whoops, they're too close to the thing. There we go. No horse milk this time, I'm sorry. Alright, so that's Kevin for shipping something through the saddlebag. Now we're going to get to chopping some lumber. Oops, cat, please. Try not to smush a cat. Any tool levels faster if you're actually using it for its intended purpose. Yes, tomorrow there'll be horse milk, I promise. I have another run of the boy version, Harvest Moon DS, tomorrow, and that's going to be a marriage run, so those runs are even more intricate. And we gotta get out of here. Oops. That's fine. We're going to hire the fishing team some more. And I don't know, I can't get rid of this skull above my head. I skipped the animation for it, but now I'm stuck with it, I guess. And it makes the music really weird. Okay, now we're building bird shed. We're gonna do a few of these. Again, out of stone. Thank you, desert. Let me see. We gotta buy another supermarket item, doesn't matter what. And we're gonna buy some medicine for later on when we're caring for animals, and a touch glove for the same thing. This also triggers a little like cutscene, but this is not a sprite unlocking. This is just the tutorial channel telling us about a new tutorial because of the touch gloves. Okay. I think we're good. Like I said, these runs are pretty complicated. They're pretty intricate. And you make one mistake and it throws your entire run off. So I have to pay pretty close attention to my route. And I have the whole thing routed out, basically like a day-by-day agenda of what I need to be doing so that I don't forget. We're gonna water our pineapple. Okay. So now we're basically back into that loop of watering our crop every day, waiting for GOTS to finish, and hoping for these summer storms, actually, because they are very helpful. They'll drop additional sticks, stones, rocks, all that stuff. Yeah. And we need those for the lumber sprites later on. Okay, so now, today is a festival day. And I'm gonna collect a few red grass while I can. That's good enough. And we're gonna go head down to where the festival's gonna take place. The festival starts at 10. And we're gonna chop lumber until then. Yeah, we'll just start here. We also want to get our fatigue up high. So, let me explain, I guess, the festival thing. In order to unlock one of the channel sprites, we need to attend 3 festivals. That takes time to actually go to the festival and see the cutscene and everything. So what we can do instead is walk into the festival at 10 a.m. here, do something that causes us to pass out, and then we just go home, and that counts as us attending the festival. Let's see. And we're going to do that a couple times. Okay, so I'm scared, so I'm gonna save just so I don't mess up. In case I miscount. I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now we got these red grass. These red grass raise our fatigue. So yeah, we're gonna walk into the festival, eat a grass, pass out, and go home. We lose half of the gold in our pocket to Murray when that happens, which is why I said, yeah, money can get pretty tight. Oops, I needed to water. Hi. Okay, so basically, I'm doing this right here, sleeping and watering my pineapple until the next festival on summer 20th. Summer, because there's storms that can happen in summer that prevent us from being able to go outside, we kind of try to not route a ton of things during summer just because, yeah, I know. I made a new emote for the pineapple actually. It's not complete, but I have it up now. I can't do it. No, it's not gonna let me do it. If I had an extra hand, I would show you, but I'm still working on it. But the pineapple has cursed many a run in Harvest Moon history, I guess. Not just my own. Many people have fallen victim to this pineapple for various reasons. Okay. Yeah. Who would do that? I've never done such a thing. Imagine just picking it up and throwing it on the ground. Who would do such a thing? Okay, so today is another festival day. I don't even know which festivals we're attending, to be honest. I think this is the Cow Festival. Um, but we're gonna do the same kind of thing, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. It's cursed, I tell you. This brand for chopping 100 sticks. Useful because we're eventually going to hire him. He's the only member of the lumber team we're going to unlock ourselves, pretty much. So he'll be important in a bit. But we're going to continue to chop lumber because we want to level our axe to maestro. I'm going to drink one. I think I can manage it. Well, the pepper did screw me up one time. The time I accidentally shipped it in my horse as the first item, and I overwrote Vale's unlocking with Kevin's unlocking. So the bell pepper's done bad things too, but yeah, the cabbage I don't think has ever caused problems. It did kill the first sub-2 paste. That is true. One, I'm scared. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now we're gonna do that same thing. 10 a.m. festival, eat a grass, and pass out. Oh, here, make these. All right. Now we're back to watering. It's going to be a while before we do our third festival. Okay. There's a storm. That's good. Ideally, we would have like 1 to 2 summer storms and then a couple storms in winter to get us where we need to be. So I'm going to pick up my pineapple and I'm going to throw it on the ground with the miracle gloves equipped this time to unlock more. I'm also going to ship those $3 million tickets that I bought because I'm kind of low on money, and I've done all my passing out that I'm gonna do, so it's safe to have that money in my pocket now. Okie doke. Today we are going to eat some more wild grass and hopefully unlock our last sprite for doing that, and that is Kodo at 150 grass. I also pick up a couple red grass. I don't think I'm gonna need any more later, but just in case. I like to wait till later in the season to start eating grass because there's just more of it. It's a little bit more efficient. And I don't know what it is about Kodo, but he always feels like he takes forever to unlock, but there he is. Okay, so this is Kodo for eating 150 wild grass. He is our 30th sprite, so we are halfway there. Okay, now, let's see. We're gonna go back to leveling the axe. We're just gonna pretty much take whatever sticks we can find, wherever we can find them. And we'll do some more building today. Did I do these ones already? No, I don't. Okay, we're already kind of running low on sticks. The necklace is pretty helpful accessory, I would say. Today is another day where we've got to rehire the fishing team a couple times. Okay, so they're going to continue to work. We're going to go home and build another bird shed. And buy something from the supermarket again. Yeah. Okay. So I just buy the seeds because they're at the top of the list. That's a little bit faster. And we are pretty much done with summer now. I'm just gonna tell him where to build this bird shed. I'm gonna not destroy that big rock, just in case. Usually big rocks are not a problem, but just to be safe. Now we're gonna sleep into autumn. We try very hard not to tempt fate in this run, but I think we do it more often than we think. I'll just plop down a save just to be safe. We got a couple summer storms, so I feel good about that. And now we don't have to listen to the summer music anymore. Okay. So let's go out. We are going to plant a bell pepper today. That'll be our autumn crop. And these ones grow pretty quick, so we're not gonna worry about watering them too much. The rain will probably do that for us. Okay. So now I want to finish off leveling my watering can, and we're gonna upgrade it today. Since we're pretty much done using it, we can send it off to be upgraded. And again, I'm just refilling it over and over again. I gotta get it to 400%. I like the fall music. I think maybe the winter music is my favorite, but I like the fall music too. And then, like while I'm leveling, I'm pretty much always wearing the Kappa hat because it helps me reduce fatigue gain. And then I try to time me drinking the turbo jolts to avoid animations, high fatigue animations. Like I'm gonna do it again because each one of those animations for high fatigue is 8 seconds long, so better to avoid them if I can. I'm not leveling very efficiently. It's the gloves. It's their fault. I'm not used to these. Okay. Almost there. And our axe looks really good too, so that's nice. Yeah, I don't think this works in real life. You would improve your skill with a watering can by repeatedly dunking in the water. Okay, so our watering can is done. I'm just gonna do a little bit of axe leveling while we wait. We're gonna build another bird shed. We need to build a total of 5 of these. That'll let us buy 20 chickens, and that will unlock 2 sprites by doing that. Okay, we're gonna buy a brush, and we're gonna buy some shears, because we'll use those later on. And then we're gonna send our watering can off to be upgraded. Yeah, you probably don't need very much skill levels. We're gonna buy some more seeds. Okay. And yeah, that's it for today. That's true. More arm strength than anything, I guess. Okay. Another bird shed. I don't feel good about destroying that stump, but I'm gonna it's fine. Okay, and we'll wait for him to finish that before we build something else. And we're also waiting for our watering can to be done as well. So like I said, we need 5 bird sheds, but we're gonna shift gears here and start building animal sheds so that we time things correctly. It's hard to explain, but we're gonna start building animal sheds now. Because we want to have all our sheep on winter too. We're gonna spend that day shearing them. I'm supposed to start leveling my sickle today, so I'll go do that. We're going to shear sheep, and that'll count towards a few sprites for shipping items that are produced on your farm. There's a few sprites associated with shipping either milk, wool, or eggs. And I haven't quite decided whether sheep is the best way to go about that, but that's what I do for now. So the sickle, same as the others, levels quickest when I'm wearing my Kappa hat, first of all, and actually using it to cut something. And this one levels pretty quickly. Let's go over here now. Leveling in the rain is always a little bit of a pain because you lose stamina and gain fatigue faster, but that's why we have the accessories we have and the turbo jolts. Okay, and then yeah, so we're wasting time until 11 once again. And I gotta kind of keep an eye on the time because it's easy to get carried away when you're doing this. Drink a couple of those. Like I said, I try to avoid those animations when I can because each one of those is 8 seconds where I can't do anything but sit there and wait. Let's go home now. Oops, not the church. I don't need the church. Sorry. I think you got offended. Okay, we're gonna build an animal shed out of stone. And some more seats. Oh, you know what? We also didn't get our watering can. I forgot about that one. He was waiting there for us. And we can use that once to unlock another Sprite. This is Rolly for upgrading our watering can to Maestro. Alright, and done with today. Looks like we do our final festival here on Autumn 9th. That's the Harvest Festival. Before I do that, I'm gonna go catch a fish. One of them should be ready since we've had the fishing team working this whole time. Fishing is, yeah, sometimes quick and sometimes you sit there forever. Alright, but we did get our Sprite. This is Fry. I'm gonna place down our animal shed. The reason I didn't do it yesterday is because somebody was at my door to tell me that there's a festival today, and those people override gods. So I just waited till today. Okay. So we're gonna level the sickle some more. Let's go here again, I guess. And we're gonna try to get high fatigue. I probably should have collected a little bit more red grass just to be safe, but oh, there's a poison mushroom that does the same thing. It's even better than a red grass actually, so there's 2 of them. We're golden. Just put it in my pocket for now. So today, because I want my fatigue to get high, I'm not wearing the Kappa hat. I may replenish like one time, because we do have to go till 10. And I have plenty of fatigue raising things to eat. Yeah, I mean, it's a game, so they gotta remind us somehow. We're gonna have Saturn in a few minutes. They're a channel sprite, and their job is to, yeah, I think I'm just gonna drink one. What the heck? Their job is to tell us about upcoming festivals and alert us on festival days as well. But it doesn't stop the people showing up at your door to make sure you know. Eh, maybe I shouldn't have replenished. We'll see. If we have to see the festival, we have to see the festival. Doesn't matter. Okay. Not as quick as the other ones, because I was messing around, but yeah, there we go. We lose some money, but it shouldn't be a problem. And now we have Saturn, channel 6 Sprite. Alright, and that's it for festivals. Okay. And we want rain as much as possible during this month because it's going to water our bell pepper for us. If we don't get enough rain, we can water it ourselves towards the end, but we'll try to see if the weather can help us out as much as possible. Here's another day to build some stuff. We're gonna level the sickle some more. I need to keep an eye on it though to make sure I don't over level. It's already at 350, so that's pretty good. And then we can upgrade this today. And that'll, of course, get us another sprite for upgrading it and using it once. Yeah, stay away from my bell pepper with this thing, it's dangerous. Almost done. Okay. And I can water once since I'm standing right here. And then let's go back to trying to level our axe, which I don't think we have enough stuff to make this worth it for long. Yeah. Let's try to get that one. And then we'll just go to mashing for the rest of the way. If I can actually aim. So yeah, our axe looks pretty good. We're gonna eventually level the fishing rod as well. That one takes a bit longer than the other ones because we can't use it in the way it's intended quickly. We're gonna rehire the fishing team yet again today. So let's go do that. Yeah, fishing rod, not the best. I could probably rearrange some things in this run so that I wouldn't have to do so much leveling. But that's in the future. Hi, Vicky. Okie dokie, what am I doing then? Oops, wrong door. Let's build another animal shed. every time that question comes up, my brain just doesn't know how to respond. Okay. And then we're gonna send our sickle off to be upgraded. Okay. So we're gonna wait through the tools. Rain, cool. I don't know. I'm trying to not destroy stuff, but I don't think it's really working, so we'll just forget about it. Thank you, Vicky. I worked hard on it. Let's see. We'll check on the progress of our bell peppers. We actually need 2 of these because we ship one for a Sprite and then the other one possibly part of Thomas's Winter 2 request again, so we're going to keep that. Okay, so we'll pick that up. Let's just ship it, why not? Thank you guys. And then that will regrow and we can grab another one. Okay. So, yeah, so the pepper's definitely grown. We'll just wait. One side effect of getting this Sprite is that there's a few pop-ups that are gonna interrupt us here and there, but not time loss. We don't do that Sprite in the boy version anymore. But like I said, because we don't have a nice item underflow in this version, things have to be, we have to do some sprites that are not as easy or as fun. Alright. So today is yet another leveling day, building day, and we're going to collect a couple of things for our Winter 2 requests. Let's just grab this thing, and let's look for one of these brown mushrooms. Those are also possible items that Thomas can ask for. And our axe is pretty much done. That's cool. So we'll upgrade that today. Now we can switch to, oh, where is my fishing rod? The fishing rod, the fastest way of leveling it is to cast it against a building or some obstruction so that it interrupts the full casting. Because if I turn and I cast, that's how long it takes. But I can interrupt it by doing it against a building. It's just a little bit quicker. It doesn't count as using the rod in the proper way though, so it takes a bit longer. So we're going to build our 3rd animal shed. That's going to allow us to buy up to 12 animals. We need 10 animals, cows and sheep, or cows and or sheep, I guess, to unlock a Sprite red ribbon. And then we're going to do sheep so that we can shear them and ship their wool. Well, ship their wool. You'll see later on. What was I going to say, though? I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, but we're going to build this animal shed out of fodder because we want it to fall down at some point. You can only have a total of 7 animal barns and chicken coops. And I need 5 chicken coops for all the chickens I need to buy, and 3 animal barns for all the animals I need to buy. That's 8, so that doesn't work. So we need one of these barns to fall down on its own, which we can make that happen by building it out of the weakest material, which is fodder. And most of the time it falls down on its own and we don't have to worry about it. Okay. So the animal shed, fodder. So a fodder barn can fall down in on a sunny day. Oops. Oh, oops. I forgot to go out and get my sickle. There's like a slightly less than 1% chance that our fodder barn falls down on a sunny day. There's like an 8% chance that it falls down on a rainy day, and a 40% chance for it to fall during a summer storm or a winter storm. So we're just gonna hope that it falls down here in winter. And he was at my door to give me my sickle. That's why I wasn't able to upgrade my axe, but now I can. And I'm gonna use the sickle for another sprite. Yeah, hopefully. I think my last run I accidentally made the barn out of wood, so I had to destroy it myself. Or not wood, but stone. And stone buildings can only fall during a storm, and it's only like a 0.7% chance or something. So they don't really go anywhere. What was I doing? I'm upgrading the axe. So he'll be working on that. And we are nearly into winter. Let's just put this over here so we know where it is. We can check on it later. Pretty easy to see if it's fallen down. Okay, so now we're going into winter. So we're going to do some animal care, and then we're also going to do Thomas's Winter 2 request. I'm going to save today because I want good weather on the 1st, and I also want good weather on the 2nd. So I'm going to check the weather for the 1st. Sun is good, so I'm going to save again and make sure that we have good weather on the 2nd as well. Snow is okay, it's just a winter storm that I can't have. Okay, we're good. Alright, you guys ready for sheep hell? It's coming. The animal care part with the touch glove is nobody's favorite part of the run. So we'll just have to suffer through. Okay, there's another sprite. We can't buy our sheep until 10 a.m., so we're going to level the fishing rod some more. And yeah, this has got a long way to go, so I'm not even going to look at it. I think definitely stick around after this. I believe we got Save the Homeland coming up after this. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so yeah, this next portion is sheep health. It's gonna be very loud, so I'm sorry. I can turn the volume down a little bit. I got one animation, but that's okay because my arm needed the break. I see, like I said, I like the winter theme. It's very nice. Oops, I'm not even paying attention to my fatigue. Okay, so we also need to rehire today, so let's go do that before we forget. We're gonna do the fishing team for the final time, I believe. And then we're gonna start to hire the lumber team. So the lumber team is gonna chop our sticks and stones and stumps and boulders to unlock more of themselves, essentially. Okay. I'm gonna save here because I don't want to buy a cow by accident. Cows are really annoying because you can't get rid of them easily. So I'm gonna buy 12 sheep. I only need 10, but it's helpful to have 12 in case you miss petting or brushing one of them. Yeah, cows are the worst. Like, I accidentally bought a cow during a marriage run one time, and you can't sell a cow. Like, you see, I can sell a sheep right away because they come fully grown. Cows do not. And during a marriage run, it's really important to make sure that none of your animals die because you lose a lot of affection with your bachelorette. But I learned in that failed run that if you don't feed a cow, it never grows up, so you're never able to sell it. So you either have to try to keep it alive for the entire run or just take the affection hit and let it die. So I really don't want to buy a cow. They're a pain. Okay, so basically, yeah, we're going to talk to these animals. We're going to use the touchscreen to pet them and then use the touchscreen to brush them. And we're going to get 3 sprites from doing those 3 things 50 times. Oops, so that's all the sheep we can get. We're going to get a sprite here for having 10 animals. I think it's just animals. Cows or sheep. Then we're gonna go take care of them. So let's do this. I need, my inventory's a mess. I should bring these up here too. Okay, so here we go. This is petting, I talk to it, and I brush it. And I do that 50 times. And it's kind of a pain because they all stack together. I don't have to be super careful about making sure I get all of them on a given day because we bought 12 instead of 10. But I want to try to get as many as I can. This one. They're like hit boxes for talking or for targeting us for sheep is also kind of a mess, but we'll work with it. There it is. What's worse, the music or the whistle? So when I'm petting them, I just have to pet them long enough to get to a blue heart on the bottom, and then I can back out. And then with brushing them, I just have to place down a single bubble, and that does it too. Let me try to get them to separate a little bit. There we go. We've probably got enough today. Okay, we'll call that good today. Huh. No, I can't. Okay, so now we're saving before we go outside because it's Thomas's Winter 2 request. And it's basically a 50-50 whether he gives us or he asks for an item that we can actually get. Alright, so he got in a wager, and he needs a Matsutake, which we have, so that's perfect. So he's going to return today at 4:30 to collect this mushroom from us. So we're going to spend that time by caring for our animals and shearing our sheep, so we can collect wool. Do I have all my stuff? Yeah. We can also do our cat and our dog and the horse if we want to. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to go through all of them again today. And then we'll shear them. We're not going to use the touch glove to shear them because only Sprite, or the first Sprite associated with touch glove shearing, is at 100 sheep or 100 wools collected, I guess you would say. And we can't get that far because here these sheep we have will only yield 72 wool, and it takes them too long to grow it back for it to be worth it. Yeah, touch glove shearing is probably more trouble than it's worth for Rescue Harvest Goddess anyway. Okay, now stacking again. Sometimes it helps to like pop in and out of a different screen, so like makes them move. And unfortunately today they're gonna end up like all over the place. Sorry, there's noises above my head. I live in an apartment. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, now we're gonna start shearing. And let me move these so I can see how many I have. Yeah, maybe. So we get, I think it's 6 wool per sheep. Yeah, that math checks out right. 6 times 12 is 72. So hopefully they'll separate a little. Maybe I should just leave those guys that are grouping alone. So, I mean, I don't really mind doing this because by doing Thomas's Winter 2 request, we're going to get another Sprite, and we have to do something to waste the time until he comes back at 4:30. And pretty much all of our tools, except for the fishing rod, are done. So we really don't have anything better to be doing on this day. In my first round of this game, or this category, I just didn't do Thomas's Winter 2 request at all because I had nothing to fill the time with. But it is a relatively easy sprite to get, so I need to do it. These guys still are just stacking even worse than ever. This game was my childhood too. This is my favorite Harvest Moon game, obviously. Well, DS, not necessarily DSQ. I didn't play too much of DSQ. It did come out in the US like 2.5 years after it did in Japan, so I don't know what took so long, but I was already too far into DS to switch over to DSQ. This is slow going. And unfortunately, like, I don't know, the sheep are allowed to move while you're targeting them, which is annoying. We're almost there, just 20 more. I mean, it's nice that they're not like spreading out over the whole farm like they sometimes do, but them stacking is a problem too. I think that one's done. One other thing we can do today is go to the bar, and there's a couple of sprites associated with buying drinks from the bar. We're just gonna do one of them though. But the bar doesn't open until 5, so that's another reason to be out all day today. Cheap. Really? There it goes. Okay, so Thomas should be showing up any minute now. And we finished shearing just in time. Perfect. I'm gonna hand in this Matsutake. Unfortunately, we have kind of a long cutscene that we're not able to skip. 2 years after, yeah, in Japan, it only came out like 9 months after DS. But in the States, like DS came out in September of 2006 in the US, and DSQ didn't come out until March of 2008. So it was, yeah, quite a quite a while in between them. Stateside, anyway. And unfortunately, DSQ never got a PAL or Australian release, so it was just North American and Japanese. Okay, so we've unlocked Oran here. He's the leader of the lumber team. And he's getting into a big verbal argument with Thomas here. And we better intervene before something bad happens. Thomas is always just picking fights. Alright, so now that that's pretty much over, we're gonna go wait for the bar to open at 5. And we can just buy ourselves a glass of water and unlock a Sprite. And this is Spirity. He is already our 40th Sprite, so we have more to go. And my voice is already gone. This little cutscene happens at 40 sprites. They just expand the interior of the Sprite casino. Oops. You know what I was supposed to do? I was supposed to build something today and I didn't do it. Yeah, but he's already closed. Whoopsie. I'll have to do that another day. Yeah, well, a storm right now is a little unfortunate because it can kill our sheep. And I don't want that to happen. Save and make sure they survive. Good. They're going to be very unhappy with me. I may be sick, which is why I have the medicine. You cannot touch, glove, pet, or brush a sick animal. So I have to heal them if I want to be able to do that. Turn the wrong way. Hello? Hello? I don't know what's going on there. And I don't really know how far they ran off. Yeah, so I need to remember that I'm a building behind now because I forgot to build on that day. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Unless our barn didn't fall, in which case that's a bigger problem, but we'll see. We'll worry about it when we get there. Alright, come on. I don't want you, I want to talk to the other sheep. Thank you. See, like, it's the sheep way on the right that I'm targeting when I'm standing directly in front of this one. Doesn't make much sense, but... We've got, we're probably about like halfway through with this sheep right now. Yeah, okay. I think that's probably enough of them. Could do the horse just to be sure we're not behind. And now everything gets a tiny bit thrown off because of that storm as well. Oops. But it's fine, we'll just change the day. We have a lot of extra days in winter because we are kind of running out of tasks to complete. Nope, that one's sick. And now I have to think about it. No, it should be good. I would normally be done and selling the sheep today, but I can't because of that storm. But I can do it tomorrow. Every place I need to talk to is open, so that should be okay. And as much as I dislike this part of the run, it does yield us a bunch of sprites, so we gotta do it. There we go. I think we'll call that here for today. And then we should finish all that stuff up tomorrow. And then we're gonna sell the sheep. I used to just let them die instead of selling them, but you get a bunch of cutscenes for that, for every animal death. It's not a big deal in Rescue Harvest Goddess, because you're not worrying about friendship or about, what's the word? Affection. But yeah, that's cutscene's no good. Okay, so we got the one for touch cup petting, for brushing. I just need to talk to a few more, and there we go. That's all of the animal care sprites. So now I want to sell these guys, so I'm gonna do some more leveling with my fishing rod while I'm waiting for the poultry barn to open. I'm also, because I didn't build that building when I was supposed to, gonna do that today. Our fodder barn is unfortunately still standing, so hopefully we get another storm or two and that falls in the next couple weeks. Let's check the progress on the fishing rod. Yeah, the fishing rod takes forever. There are times where the fodder barn does stick around. It happens more often than you would think. Like I said, with a storm, it's a 40% chance of collapsing. And like on a day like today where it's snowing or when it's raining, it's only an 8% chance. So we kind of do need a storm, ideally more than one, and there are several reasons why we need storms. Welcome back, Dika. Hope you had a good nap. Whoops, I'm not paying attention. Okay, and we did get our, I must have missed that, but we did get the Sprite for buying 10 items from the supermarket. That's a TV shopping Sprite, so in a marriage run or in a casual run, that's how you're going to get like your kitchen, your big bed, and all those things. Oops. We don't need it for this category. Alright. So we're coming up on it. I'll explain what we're going to do with these wool, because, well, eventually we're going to ship 1,000 wool, but I don't have 1,000 wool. So I'll have to be a little tricky to do that. What was I supposed to build? I guess it was probably a bird shed. And let's get rid of these sheep. Okay. So, well, I guess I can kind of explain, because I'm just going to be mashing A here to sell these sheep, and then we're going to be sleeping for a while. But I talked earlier about selling things to Van and how that adds things to our shipped items list when it shouldn't. One thing that also happens, that should not happen, is that if we offer to sell Van something, like for instance a stack of wool, and he says, okay, well, I'll give you X amount of gold your wool, and we say, no, I don't want to sell it, even if we say no and don't sell the wool, it still adds that to our shipped items list as if we had shipped it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to exploit Van again and ship 1,000 wool by repeatedly offering him these 72 wool and then telling him no. So we're going to make Van very unhappy, but gonna get us a few sprites, and again we'll have to actually ship something on our own to trigger those sprites to unlock, but that's pretty easy to do. Yeah, that's how it works in this version. It is not like that in the boy version, but that definitely helps us out. I would like another storm or two right now, but well, we're getting a bit of snow, that's good. I like winter storms because, and it's the same of summer storms, although the numbers are a bit different. But okay, so like this winter storm on average drops us 67 stones and 50 sticks. And we need to get to 500 of each of those things chopped. We're not doing it ourselves, the lumber team is doing it. But each one of those storms is helping a lot by dumping those extra materials for them to collect. Okay. So we're going to come up on Van's days. Van is only in the valley on, oh, oops, I need to go to tomorrow. Only in the valley on days that end in a 3 or an 8. So we're gonna talk to him on the 23rd here. But first, we're going to catch another fish, and hopefully the team has caught enough fish to give us our last fishing team harvest sprite. This is the best part. Just waiting. Okay, cool. So we did, this is Rod. He's our 44th sprite. And the last of our fishing sprites. And I'm gonna save to make sure that I don't get a storm on the 23rd because I really need to see Van on that day. I should also like peek and see if my barn has fallen. It has, so that's very good. Okay, we can deal with snow today. It was just a storm I didn't want. Oh no, I was supposed to build this. Oh, dang it. That's bad. Hang on a second. Do I have another day to build this on? Because I was supposed to go out and build that. What day did I save on? Let's just back up a little bit. I don't know. I might have to do another day of leveling to build my stuff. Because I'm running out of days. I only have a couple more days left in the route to do all the things I need to do. So it's not going to be done. What can I do? Okay, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm rerouting on the fly. I'm making a safety save. We're gonna do a van on the 28th instead of the 23rd. It should not change anything. Well, let me check and see what day of the week that is though. It's a Friday, so that's okay. Yeah, I don't feel good about doing this, but we're gonna do it. It's just a small change. It's just because I didn't start that building when I was supposed to. I forgot. And it's because it wasn't in my route because I had forgotten it earlier. So that shouldn't affect anything that I can think of. I was supposed to rehire though, so things may get a bit dicey with the lumber team, but we'll see. Maybe we'll just sleep a little bit longer than we usually do. That should be okay. We need to make sure the weather's good on the 28th. The 28th is not a festival, I checked. It's a Friday, so GOTS is open. everything should be okay. And the bird shed's finished. The fodder barn is gone. We can build our 5th bird shed like we're supposed to today. What am I doing? Oh, I'm leveling the fishing rod. Okay. I don't think we're gonna be able to finish this today, but we have one more day of leveling left, so we should get to it by then. Like, the fishing rod is one of the hardest tools to level because, like I said, you can't use it the way it's intended to be used, so you get less experience for each use. It takes like between 7 and 8 minutes of just mashing Y to level the fishing rod. So in hindsight, this is maybe not the best tool to do in this run. I don't do it in the boy version anymore. The only reason we would do it is in a Leia marriage speedrun for the boy version. Because you have to have your fishing rod at Maestro to be able to catch something for her heart event. So, yeah, well, you know, I always look at these routes and I always see like room for improvement. Small things that you can change here and there that would optimize or save a little bit of time. So, like, none of my routes are ever like finalized or perfect. I'm always working on them. You know, whether it's like me watching back my old runs or running again or watching other people run. Like, I'm always trying to think of new things to do. And then for DSQ, right now, all of the marriage runs are currently unrun. I haven't done them yet. Nobody else has done them yet. So that's something that we can, I would like to get done in the next Sky whenever you do it, Demo, because I don't want to do Sky. Something to look forward to in the future. I think one of my main hangups right now is that I don't really feel that this route is like super solid. I think I can improve it a little bit before I start basing marriage runs on it, because a marriage run is basically this route plus a bunch of additional tasks related to marriage. So I really do want to have like a solid foundation to build a marriage run on, and I don't quite know if I'm there yet with this route. Okay, let's do this before we forget again. And then we're gonna go talk to Van. I should have done this after, but I don't want to mess up again. Okay, so let's go see Van. And I'm gonna save just in case I accidentally say yes and sell my wool. Okay, so we're gonna go into his sell menu all. He's gonna say, is that okay? We'll say no. What? We need to do this 14 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. I almost hit yes there. 6. And then 10. This is essentially what all channel sprites for DSQ would be. Doing this until you get to 100,000 items. Okay. I kind of lost count, so I'm gonna do like one more, and then we can always check. It's not hard to check. Okay. So now if we look at our shipped items list, scroll down further than I thought it was going to be, we've sold 1,080 pieces of wool according to this list. We didn't. We still have just the 72 we started with in our pockets, but this will work for our purposes. Okay, so let's build our final bird shed. We're going to buy 20 chickens close to the end of the run. That'll give us 2 sprites, one at 10 and another at 20. Okay, and we're just gonna sleep a bit more so that he finishes working on that. We're giving the lumber team time to get to where they need to be. And unfortunately, we're gonna do a few of these for the New Year's and New Year's Eve festivals. All right. So we basically have most of the sprites that we need for the rest of the run. I just haven't unlocked them yet. For the lumber team sprites, I need to chop a piece of wood or smash a stone to trigger them to unlock, and then I need to ship some of this wool to trigger those guys to unlock. So I have them there. I'm just sleeping a little bit more to make sure that I'm good with the lumber team. Because they are often cause problems in runs where they're not able to get to 500 sticks and stones broken, and that is a pain. But that's all we have to do is unlock all those sprites, which does take a bit. We got to finish up leveling our fishing rod and upgrade it, and then we need to buy our chickens, and that'll get us where we need to be. I don't know if I should go to when the team is done working or just go on my normal day. I think I'm probably okay to go out on the routed day because there really isn't much lumber left for them to collect, especially because it's not raining. All right. So I'm gonna go up here and grab something to break. We need 3 lumber sprites and, oops, 2, 3, 4, I think it's 5 for the stone team. And I have flashcards to make sure that I get these sprites. I should probably look at them, even though I kind of have them memorized by now. Ah, sorry, smack my mic. So we got Alpin, that was for breaking 5 large stones. This is Rocky for breaking 15 large stones. So we're not even able to do this by ourselves because we didn't upgrade our hammer, but the team did it for us. So that's pretty nice. This is Tylus for 100 small rocks. This should be Stony for 250 small rocks. And the last one, who we hopefully have, we'll see. Oops, we don't have him, that's a problem. Is Rosh for 500 rocks. So we don't have him, that is an issue. This happens all the time. But anyway, we'll move on. Pierre is for 15 stumps. Like, they're still working, so I can just sleep a few more days and hope that that gets us there. So we do have Woody for 500 sticks. So that's good. We just need a few more rocks. I don't know. I'll see if I can't just like break a cup, find a few to break on my own. Doesn't look like there's much of anything left for me. So yeah, I'll just have to sleep. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing here. And I need like an actual stone to count towards that. Like I can't just continue to break my stone lumber or whatever you call it. I don't know, stone lumber is a word. I probably should have just played out that day. Yeah, we'll see. Oops. And I picked a day where there's somebody at my door, so that's bad. I think we'll still be okay. It's going to be very close to estimate. But Sam was a little ahead, so that's should be alright. Okay, we still don't have him. I'm just kind of hoping that we're like really, really close. Is there another one there? That hopefully I can find enough to just be like, enough? Doesn't look like it though, so I'll have to rehire, but... Okay, it's okay. We're just gotta finish our other stuff. So let's ship wool. Yeah, so what am I gonna do today? I'm gonna finish off these sprites for the shipping. I've got to rehire the lumber team. We'll sleep for a little bit more, but I'm also gonna finish leveling my fishing rod today and upgrade that. And I'll just buy my chickens today. I might as well. And then we might just end up having Rosh be our 60th Sprite. Is not the plan, but we'll see. Unfortunately, this is another big like RNG point, so you kind of have to roll with it right at the end a lot of the time. So all these red sprites are for shipping our wools, essentially. There's one at like 100, 200, 300, 500. This one's at 400, I think. But I think that's the last of them. So this is from, yeah, that's from shipping a wool. We're all good on those. I need to level my fishing rod fully. It's almost there. And then I need to buy 20 chickens. I also need to rehire. I don't know if it's a huge deal to rehire them, but we'll see. And then I have some wasted time, but it is what it is when you're you route around RNG points. It's like a problem probably 50% of the time now. I don't know. Okay. I think the problem was that I didn't get enough winter storms. I really would have liked maybe one or two more. Oops, that's the wrong team. to do all 14 days. It's not going to take that long. But I'll do it just to be safe. And now we have an hour to waste, so we might as well see if I can't find any more stones. And it has to be a small one. So those big ones there don't count. Yeah. Not seeing too many. We definitely need some days of rain. But let's buy our chickens. This is going to take a bit. That's okay. That's marathon luck. It happens. I need to buy like at least 10 and then back out before I buy the rest, because you can override one sprite unlock with another pretty easily. I could also be buying ducks, it really doesn't matter, both count. And we're gonna hope that while we're sleeping extra for that last lumber sprite, that none of our chickens get sick or die, because there's a lot of cutscenes associated with both of those things, unfortunately. And I should probably do a check my sprite count. I should be, I don't know. I also need to upgrade my fishing rod before I forget. So we have, we should be at 58 after these two chicken sprites. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go over overestimate. I'm sorry. Or maybe not. I don't know. We'll cut it really close. Okay, so yeah. Unfortunately, pretty often my runs end in like disappointment that I get screwed by lumber sprites very often. And it's not a good feeling, but it is what it is. Not too much I can do about it. Well, with this route, I could probably fix things a little bit. Yeah, no, just, yeah, drop the curtain on me. I don't care. Okay, so there's Woohoo for having 20 chickens. Let's do a check. Yeah, we're at 58. We upgraded our thing. And I guess we're just sleeping until our... Oh, today's a festival. I'll just go until my fishing rod is done, which I think is like the 20th, or yeah. So it's not done today, but I don't want to go out tomorrow because Gourmet will be at my door to tell me about the cooking festival. And this Sprite's gonna tell me about the cooking festival too. I just need a few more stone and then I'm done. But let's get our fishing rod while we can. And then we can check. $59 sprites now. Okay. And we'll check again. Yeah, so in this version, bachelors change their like color scheme every day. Like their portrait doesn't change, but their sprite does. It just like color swaps between a few different colors. I don't know if I like it because some of them are like kind of ugly, but and their portrait doesn't change. That's kind of weird, but it's something interesting. We can also change our clothes. We can buy more clothes if we wanted to. Oh my gosh. I don't know how long I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to go to a summer storm, basically, to get what I want. Did it? You ready with time? So here's Rush, our problem child. 500 small stones. Here she is, our harvest goddess has returned. And just in time, that's 1953. I made an underestimate. Yeah, so that's the Harvest Moon DSQ Rescue Harvest Goddess. Thank you guys. Here, I'm gonna stand up to show my outfit again. I've been sitting and I messed it up. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Definitely stick around for some Save the Homeland coming up. My name's RetroGirl_2. I stream on Twitch. I post my good runs on YouTube most of the time. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah, those are probably me. The Twitches for sure, but yeah, please. I'm trying to make it big on YouTube so I can quit my day job. I'm kidding. But yeah, that's all I got for today. I'll be back tomorrow at I don't know what time it is, 7 Eastern, I guess. Uh, for a run of Harvest Moon DS, and it'll be a viewer's choice marriage. So you have the choice between 5 of the normal marriage candidates. So yeah, do a vote. So start thinking about who you want to choose now, because you can make my life very easy, or you can make it very hard. But yeah, I don't know. Is the next Nami? Nami's pretty good. Flora's pretty good too. If you guys are ready, I'm ready to go. Just just cut me off. What's the hardest wife? Flora. I hate her.